him, but in me. I started to feel tired, mentally exhausted. At work, the demands increased after some staff cuts, and I ended up taking on tasks that 3 people used to do. I would come home stressed, with a headache, and with no energy for anything. Dave, as always, would greet me with hugs and kisses, trying to relieve my stress with his affection. But sometimes, that affection felt overwhelming. I felt like I didn't have room to breathe, as if the affection had become just another burden on my to-do list. At first, I tried to handle it gently. If he came close, I would tell him I was tired and that it would be better another day. He always understood, although I noticed a hint of sadness in his eyes, as if he felt rejected. Even so, his attitude didn't change. He was still the attentive guy he'd always been, perhaps hugging me tighter to compensate for the distance I was starting to create. But I felt increasingly overwhelmed. It bothered me that he wanted to be glued to me all the time. My body craved rest and my mind silence, but he just didn't seem to understand that his way of loving me was suffocating me at that point in my life. I remember one particular night that changed everything. We hadn't been intimate for several days. I'd had a stomach bug and was swamped with work. Dave had been understanding, but that night he came up to me in bed, hugged me from behind, and started kissing my neck. I was exhausted and didn't feel like doing anything. Instead of feeling love, I felt a deep irritation rise in my chest like a wildfire. I pushed him away forcefully and yelled, "Get out. That's all you think about, you pervert." I'll never forget his bewildered face. He stood there, motionless, staring at me, not understanding what had just happened. Dave looked down and, in a broken voice, said, "Honey, I'm sorry. I thought you were feeling better. I only do this because I love you. It's my way of showing you affection." Still shaken and blinded by stress, I replied with something that now pains me deeply to recall. "Well, your way of showing affection disgusts me. It makes me uncomfortable. Leave me alone." He said nothing more. He got out of bed, grabbed his pillow, and went to sleep on the sofa. That night, I couldn't close my eyes. I lay staring at the ceiling, feeling awful, aware that my words had been like knives straight to his heart. The next day I tried to talk to him, but Dave was distant. He gave me a quick kiss on the forehead and left for work before me.